But best believe if you have the desire in you, if your values align with that career path, then by all means, how do they say? I say get on the horse, grab it by the saddle, and yee-haw! Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Nina, and I am a transformational mindset coach. I deal with everything to do with correcting our mindset, acknowledging things that need to be changed, and empowering us to see a vision of our best selves so that we can embody that every day. If that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. A warm welcome to everyone who is new on this channel, and a welcome back, babe, to my returning subscribers. Tip number one in knowing that you are going down the right career path is identifying your values.
Hey girl, how are my values going to help me decide a career path? That's a great question. Hold on, I'll give you an example.
For example, if adventure, effective communication, and leadership is some of your top values, then going into a career path where you sit at a desk the entire day and have to kind of just take orders, and there's no sense of adventure, there's no real sense of leadership, then chances are a person will be unhappy in that space. However, if those are your values and you go into a job like modeling or acting, you're constantly trying new things, which means the adventure element is there. You get to communicate with your agent, your clients, and also constantly meet new people, so effective communication does come into play there. And then leadership is a lot of times where you get to decide which clients you'd like to work with and how you'd like to show up, being your own boss. I found a link that you can use to kind of identify what are your values, and I believe this is going to help you in then determining what career path you'd like to go through. But the website that I found helps put that all together in one place, so you're able to look at what your values are and then they give you career options.
Here's some food for thought. The position that exists today may not have existed 7 years ago, and in that same breath, the position that may exist 7 years from today may not even be a thought yet. With that in mind, when taking the career/value exercise, know that you may be presented with some amazing opportunities and some opportunities yet to be seen. You may even be the one to be helping create those. So all the best.
Play around with the value exercise, but also keep an open mind in trying new things so that you can see what you really enjoy, the things that you hold to be important to you. Because that essentially is what your values are, things that are important to you. And people that set goals that are value-based are 99% more likely to achieve their goals. So with that extremely high percentage, I'd say setting goals that include things that actually are important to you is, I think, a road to success. Tip number two in making sure that you choose the right career path is making sure that you shut out the noise. People pleasing is a thing, and at the end of the day, you have to remember that it's your life. Everyone has their own journey, everyone's moving at their own pace, and with that being said, everyone's going to have different outlooks. Some people may even doubt you for going down a certain path because they've never experienced that before, because they've never done it before, so they don't believe that it can be done. But best believe if you have the desire in you, if your values align with that career path, then by all means, how do they say? I say get on the horse, grab it by the saddle, and yee-haw! Shutting out the noise, that's extremely important. It's important to be strong. It's important to know what you value, stand in what's important for you, and have that boldness and confidence to be like, thank you for your feedback, but this is what I'm gonna do. And you know, if you guys have been here for a while and you've been on this channel, then I think you've heard me say this tip before as well, where it's like, keep things to yourself when they're still in the beginning stages, when they're still in the infant stages, keep it to yourself and work on it silently, and only share with the people that's close to you. Is it just me that likes breaking leaves like this? Anyways, step number 3, prayer. It's always important to pray, and I know for some people prayer is like, people feel like prayer is only certain things that you can pray about, and other things you kind of just have to deal with it yourself. And a lot of times I've noticed it's to do with finance and it's to do with relationships, and it's so weird because those are the two things that's like a lot of advice and support is needed in that two topics, because they're quite major and they kind of do impact our everyday lives, right? So definitely do not, tip number 3 is, do not take it all on your own shoulders to have all the answers and to have it all figured out and know if this is for you or not for you. Go in prayer and pray about your career, pray about where who was able to use you, pray about what you should do next, and wait on answers. And if you feel led, fast about it. And just a tip with regards to fasting: when you fast, make sure that you keep that a secret to yourself.
Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head, and wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
So fasting is definitely something that, if you feel led to do, you're welcome to do, just to get some direction. You can ask for a sign, to see a specific color, to see, there's so many different things that you can ask for, but I believe prayer is definitely an important part of knowing that you are in the right place, and just asking Yahuwah for direction and guidance for where you are. And we said we're going to do a reflection point in our videos every Sunday, so I'd just like to share my reflection point that happened this past week. This week my scripture was, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. And I feel like I really took that and ran with it, because I can be quite fiery sometimes, and I can definitely let you know what you need to know, but I think sometimes we have to take the route of kind of being silent, I think that's considered, I would say, like some characteristics of being humble, right? Being silent and just humbling ourselves and apologizing, even though maybe sometimes for the fact like your intentions weren't that way, but maybe the way a person receives you, just being humbling yourself and just apologizing regardless, just because you desire to keep peace within you, with the people around you, and also just praying for the people that's around you, praying for the best for them, and claiming blessings for them in their lives as well, even if it's like not gonna add anything to your life. If you're in a situation and you kind of like maybe even have a bad thought about someone, just praying about them, praying about the situation, praying about the emotions that come up, praying the best for them, always ends up having you feel better as well, because you get to let go of the ill thoughts maybe of a person. Like sometimes, like in this week, like complete transparency, in this week I thought like, oh my word, you're so full of shit. And then I thought like, nah man, I don't want to think like that. Like, let me pray for this person and just be like, thank you, Yahuwah, that I am in this position where I'm able to be of service. Thank you, Yahuwah, that you're opening my eyes to things that I once overlooked, and like, it's like simple prayers like that changes the energy. And I know, like, we all have different thoughts in our minds, and with regards to our negative thoughts, you can check out the video that I posted before this with regards to just expanding our minds and how to manage negative thoughts. For me, I've decided that I'm gonna do things that bring me peace and joy, and that's a conscious decision that you can make today as well. And just being able to find things in my day to be grateful for, like I felt like that like amplified my whole day. You know, the one day in the week that I like went like extra. Every day I do my best to think of things to be grateful for, and I normally do that on my commute to work. But this day I decided to like go in. I was like, I think I don't know how many things I said to be grateful for, but I just like felt like Yahuwah deserves all the glory. Like he was just like everything, like even the simplest things, like the beautiful clouds in the sky, the sun shining on my skin, the birds flying in the sky, the birds singing, the animals, the love that I have from my pet. Like, you know, like I'm telling you, like anything and everything that came to my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm grateful for that too. Like, yeah, I'm glad I'm experiencing that. Like, yeah, that's like so cool that that's also a part of my experience. And like because of that attitude, I'm telling you, it's like so many of my prayers were answered, and I got to live so many of the prayers that I prayed for. And I felt so blessed because, and I feel so blessed because it's like, it's the most wonderful feeling to like have your ups and downs in your life, go through your different experiences, deal with like challenging personalities, deal with challenges in your life, but have that outlook of like being grateful, have that outlook of like being present and like giving glory to Yahuwah in everything that you do. And that like ain't no better feeling. Okay, song intermission. So yeah, that's basically all I have for you today. So the 3 tips I would say to knowing that you are in the correct place in your life is identifying your values, making sure that your values align with your career, and then silencing out the noise and doing what works for you, and praying about everything, praying about where you should be, where you should go, how you can be of service to Yahuwah's will and to furthering the kingdom of God. And that's basically all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy it, and I'm quite excited for us to continue on this amazing path and continue on this YouTube journey. I've really been enjoying connecting with you and just sharing experiences and lessons and challenges and the works, okay? And I'm quite excited to be on my way to 100 subscribers. I'm excited. Like, I know it's not 10k, I know it's not 100k, I know it's not 1 million, but I know that this milestone is something that deserves to be celebrated, because in complete honesty, my first two YouTube videos, I think for the second video I took about 2 years to edit, and I kept like chopping and changing and cutting out and adding in and changing and re-recording and deleting, and I felt so kind of scared of like the outcome of like what would people think, like I'm sharing something so personal about my life, and like what will the response be, and how will people react, and how will people view me. And I kept editing it because of that. And the final outcome of the video I'm happy about, but I also feel like there's so much that I cut out that I wish I didn't cut out. And there's so much of rawness I wish I kind of just left in, because I feel like I was so critical of what everyone would think and what they would say. And I feel like I just wish the me now could have advised that me and just been like, bro, this is your story. You tell your story the way you'd like to tell it. And like, if And like, get your priorities straight too. Like, what are you posting it for, right? You're posting it to show people that they're not alone in the challenges or struggles that they've experienced, and they can get out of it. I wish I kept reminding myself of that, and that I led with that. But nevertheless, I'm grateful for where I am now. I'm grateful to have the confidence that I have now to like speak freely to you, and like be like consistent and edit and like come through with the content and come through with the freaking inspiration, and you like all glory to you. So yes, on my road to 100, I was gonna say 100k subscribers, on my road to 100k subscribers, on my road to 100 subscribers right now, and on my road and on my way to 100k. Honestly, it's not so much about the numbers. I am grateful for each and every one of you who take the time out of your day to come here and spend some time with me and reflect with me and just learn with me, breathe with me, laugh with me, cry with me, whatever it is, dance with me. This is our space. This is me and you, my babe community. It's all about being accountable, bold, and evolved. And like, I enjoy talking about things that I enjoy talking about, but I also really enjoy just keeping it real with you and like letting you know what's up, what's crack-a-lacking, what's popping, you know? With all of that being said, much love from me. Until my next video, next week Sunday. Have a great week ahead, and remember to set those intentions and be mindful and conscious with your time, and find things to be grateful for. Right now, in this moment, before I go, what are 3 things you are grateful for? Why did I say 6? What are 3 things you are grateful for? I am grateful for this beautiful day, the yummy food I ate, and all the love in my life. Your turn. I'll wait. You can go to the comments and type out what are you grateful for. I'm gonna wait here while I enjoy the view. Alright, I think that's enough time. Thank you so much for sharing what you're grateful for. Thank you so much for being here. And until next week Sunday.